Mineplex got sold yet again, yes. So, SamitoD sold Mineplex to someone named James. I don't know who this James is. I know a couple of Jameses in my life. I don't know this James. But he is someone that was part of the Mineplex staff team when the server was originally up, so he's not like some random person. No, he is part of the Mineplex staff team. He did make an announcement that may show up on the screen right now. I made a post about it, which is great, which is awesome. And I want to make this video to clear up a lot of confusion that someone may have, because I do like keeping up to date with the whole Mineplex situation, as it is very interesting now, where, if you don't know, when SamitoD was in control of Mineplex, he was developing a studio, where Mineplex itself was not just a server anymore, it was a studio. Like, Mineplex wasn't a server, it was a studio, where individual people and groups can make their own games on Mineplex, and they could eventually take those games, make it into their own separate things that isn't part of the server. But that is changing. Yeah, so that network thing, or whatever SamitoD was going to plan to do with that, that's still happening, but not with Mineplex. It's going to be its own separate thing, because SamitoD made his own video on his own channel talking about this entire situation, how he's no longer a part of Mineplex anymore, and he's no longer the owner, he's no longer associated with Mineplex anymore, but what he is taking is his own network idea, his cloud storage idea, that, it's the same process. If you watch his other videos, or if you sort of know what I just said, that's still happening on his thing, not associated with Mineplex. So Mineplex now is going back to what it was originally, where it's just a server. And what James has said, or I guess the new staff team has said, that the server is planned to come out in May or June of this year, which I think is very, very interesting, because they do have games up. Or already made, which is very interesting. So they're not completely destroying what SamitoD has built. It's just everything that was on the server, that they built on the server, like all the beta testing, that's still staying, from what I can tell. Now, I have not played on Mineplex or the beta of Mineplex. I don't know what that's like, but whatever was on the beta, whatever, it seems to be staying, which is awesome. I now want to move to SamitoD's reign as owner, because I think a lot of people kind of don't like SamitoD. As the years went on, there's been radio silence, and looking at his posts, whether it be the one that he uploaded about this whole transition change, or even his past videos where he gave updates on the Mineplex channel, it's not like he's lying to us. I don't think SamitoD was lying or him being deceptive, because I think that's what people think that he's doing, like it's a scam, like he's just not, he bought the server, and now he's just like scamming us with our money, because that's the way they pay for the server, is to donate to him. And so people think it's a rug pull. It's not. I think in all the videos that SamitoD has posted on the Mineplex channel, all the updates, I think he's being legit with that. I think he's being real and being honest. And even in the video that he just posted, he said the same thing as he did back then in the Mineplex videos, which is Mojang is very, very unresponsive to what SamitoD wants. Because SamitoD wants Mineplex to be put on the Bedrock server list, because that's where they got most of their money from. It makes sense. But Mojang just stopped responding to them, and only for them to continue that conversation by SamitoD personally messaging them again. And it was just back and forth where they were under NDAs, so you couldn't really talk about it to the public. That's why I think huge radio silence. It's like a year and a half of no communication. And I'm not here saying that SamitoD is in the wrong for that. It's just, I think it's kind of a smart move to do that. But at the same time, I feel like there should have been some progress being made on the server. But, that's on him. That's what SamitoD wanted to do. He wanted to make Mineplex sort of this similar thing to Roblox or UEFN in Fortnite. That's what he wanted to do with Mineplex. And that, like I said, that's still happening, but not related to Mineplex anymore, which for a lot of people that's kind of a good thing, because I don't think I've heard a single person actually like the idea. Like, I've seen so many messages of people saying they do not like the idea at all, but I'm not one of the people that actually do kind of was interested in how that would have worked. But that's not going to be the case anymore, as this new ownership now is going to be making Mineplex the way it was, how it was supposed to be done originally, which is that's going to be a good old classic server. But yeah, that's kind of like the basics of what's going on here. I don't really know if Mineplex will return in May or June. I would like to, and it's in its full capacity. Like, the server will be open to the public in that time, where that's in a couple of months. So if that's the case, then I'm all for it. That's really cool. But I'm going to think here, we gotta enjoy. Hit the like button, subscribe, I'm going to go now. So goodbye, everyone.